I still park in the driveway, 2 minutes too late, watching the porch light go dark on our gate. I had the words in a box in the hall, but I kept them quiet, now I'm hitting the wall. I thought time was a river that flowed in my favor, that your heart was a flavor I'd always get to savor. But the clock on the mantle doesn't care for my pride, it just counts down the moments I pushed you aside. Now the air in this room is heavy and still, and I'm chasing a ghost up a very steep hill. I waited for the right time, but the right time died. I kept the I love yous all locked up inside. I thought you'd be standing where I left you last, but you're just a shadow in my shattered past. Now the bed is too cold and the silence is strong. God, I waited too long. There's a ghost of your laughter in the steam of my tea, and a million almost looking back at me. I was waiting for perfect, for the stars to align, while you were just waiting for a single small sign. I practiced my speech till the ink turned to gray, but you grew tired of the games that I'd play. The someday I promised is a Tuesday in June, and I'm singing our song to an empty dark room. I have the ring and I have the heart, but I'm missing the girl who was there from the start. You didn't leave quickly, you left by degrees, while I stayed behind on my arrogant in your window, but it isn't for me. You finally found what I couldn't see. I'm a second too late, a lifetime behind, with the what could have been stuck in my mind. Yeah, I'm still setting the table for two, watching the steam rise from a cup meant for you. The clock on the wall has developed a stutter, echoing words that we used to mutter. I reached for your hand in the middle of sleep, but the space where you laid is a canyon too deep. I'm grasping at shadows, I'm chasing the ghost of the version of us that I needed the most. And I watched as our love slipped through my fingers like water in a desert, like the smoke that still lingers. I held on so tight that I bruised every bone, but you can't keep a heart that's already flown. Now I'm standing here shaking with nothing to hold, just a handful of promises turned into cold. Yeah, I tried to stay steady, I tried to be strong, but love slipped through my fingers, and now it's all gone. There's a photograph tucked in the back of a drawer of a night in July when we didn't need more than a radio song and a look in your eye before the forever turned into goodbye. Now the silence is heavy, it's louder than screams, and you're the only face in the wreck of my dreams. I'm tracing the lines where our lives used to touch, still reaching. Street lamp flickers on the edge of the drive, the only thing in this neighborhood left alive. I walk to the corner where we used to meet, but the only rhythm is the soles of my feet. I turn to the right to whisper your name, but the air felt heavy and the wind felt plain. I reached for a hand that I used to hold, but the evening air is bitter and cold. I'm looking for a silhouette to match my stride, but there's nowhere for a lonely ghost to hide. The sun went down and took the best of me, leaving just a ghost of who I used to be. Now it's only my own shadow on the pavement tonight, stretching out along in the cold yellow light. No footsteps beside me, no breath in my ear, just the one shape remaining, and it's hauntingly clear. I'm dancing with a to glow in a world made of people I no longer know. Yeah, it's only my own shadow, thin and alone, tracing a path to a house, not a home. I watched it climb up the brick of our wall, a dark, lonely giant that's destined to fall. It doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a heart, it's just the black ink of a world torn apart. I tried to outrun it, I tried to stay fast, but you can't escape a shape built from the past. It follows me inward, it follows me deep into the corners where I try to sleep. Sometimes I see a flicker in the dark of the hall, and for a second I think you're standing tall. But then the light shifts and the truth comes through. There's only room for one, and it isn't you. Beside me, no breath in my ear, just the one shape remaining, and it's hauntingly clear. I'm dancing with a memory that refuses to glow in a world made of people I no longer know. Yeah, it's only my not a home. Me and my shadow, walking in line, counting the minutes of borrowed time. One pair of shoes, one heavy heart, watching the edges of me fall apart. Just a shadow, just me. I'm tracing the outlines of where you used to lay. The ghost of your laughter hasn't quite faded to gray. You left your keys on the counter, but you took the light and left me to bargain with the silence of the night. We built a cathedral out of whispers and trust, but the gold that you promised has turned into rust. Oh, we were the gospel, every word was a prayer. I reached for forever and found only air. You swore on the moon, you swore on the stars, while you were just sharpening the blade for my scars. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a life we defied, listening to the echoes of the promises that learn life. The ink on the letters is beginning to bleed, like a map to a country that I no longer need. You said I'll be the anchor, you said I'm the shore. Then you pulled up the stakes and you headed for the door. It's not just the leaving that's tearing me through, it's that I believed in the version of you. Oh, we were the gospel, every word was a prayer. I reached for forever and found only air. You swore on the moon, you swore on the stars, while you were just sharpening the blade for my scars. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a life we defied, listening to the echoes of the promises that learn life. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals the conviction and leaves the belief that always was just a word you used to get by, until the truth got too heavy and tall. most of them all. Now they're just shadows dancing on the wall. Yeah, they're just promises, promises that learn lines. Just hollow echoes in the middle of the night. The tea has gone cold on the nightstand, and the clock is just killing the time. I'm tracing the ghost of your left hand with the empty space of mine. I told the walls I was doing okay, but the ceiling knows I'm a liar. Now the sky is turning a heavy gray, and the ashes are all that's left of the fire. It's just the quiet rain on the roof tonight, washing away the parts of me that you liked. It doesn't scream, it doesn't even cry. It just falls like a long and slow goodbye. Every drop is a secret I couldn't keep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. It's just me in the quiet rain on the roof. I heard your name in a crowded street, and for a second I forgot how to breathe. Then I remember the taste of the bittersweet, the way you looked when you started to leave. Now the hallway is longer than it used to be, and your key is still sitting by the door. I'm drowning in the normalcy of not having you here anymore. It's just the quiet rain on the roof tonight, washing away the parts of me that you liked. It doesn't scream, it doesn't even cry. It just falls like a long and slow goodbye. Every drop is a secret I couldn't keep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. It's just me and the quiet on the roof. Sometimes the thunder is easier to bear, because at least it matches the way I feel. But apart, steady rhythm is a prayer for a heart that's forgotten how to heal. Tap, tap against the glass, waiting for the ache to pass. But it stays, yeah, it stays. Just the quiet rain, just the rain. The coffee's cold on the nightstand, exactly where you left it. I'm tracing outlines of a coast, trying to accept it. The floorboards only creak when I'm walking on your side. There's nowhere left for a lonely man to hide. I used to fear the thunder, the crashing of the rain, but now the sound of nothing is what's driving me insane. The clock is ticking slower, like it's gasping for a breath, and this house is just a monument to everything we left. Oh, these quiet walls, they're screaming out your name in a house full of shadows. Yeah, I'm the only one to blame. The silence is a heartbeat, heavy and hollow, a bitter pill that I'm forced to swallow. My head is a riot, but the room is so still. If the grief doesn't break me, the quietness will. I saw a movie poster for that show you wanted to see, and now it's just another we that turned back into me. I haven't moved the curtains, I haven't changed the sheets. I'm listening for your tires turning off the busy streets. It's too loud in the empty space, it's too bright in the dark. How am I supposed to survive the finish when you were my only spark? I'm screaming at the ceiling until my throat is raw, but the plaster doesn't flinch at the tragedy it saw. Yeah, these quiet walls, they're screaming out your name in a house full of shadows. Oh, I'm the only one to blame. The silence is a heartbeat, heavy and hollow, a bitter pill that I'm forced to swallow. My head is a riot, but the room is so still. If the grief doesn't break me, the quietness will. Quiet walls, tell me where you left. Quiet walls, tell me where you left. I'm just a whisper in a room and you sit beyond. The coffee's cold on the nightstand, exactly where you left it. I'm tracing outlines of a ghost, trying to accept it. The floorboards only creak when I'm walking on your side. There's nowhere left for a lonely man to hide. I used to fear the thunder, the crashing of the rain, but now the sound of nothing is what's driving me insane. The clock is ticking slower, like it's gasping for a breath, and this house is just a monument to everything we left. All these quiet walls, they're screaming out your name in a house full of shadows. I'm the only one to blame. The silence is a heartbeat, heavy and hollow, a bitter pill that I'm forced to swallow. My head is a riot, but the room slideshow you wanted to see. Now it's just another week that turned back into me. I haven't moved the curtains, I haven't changed the sheets. I'm listening for your tires turning off the busy streets. It's too loud in the empty space, it's too bright in the dark. How am I supposed to survive the finish when you were my only spark? I'm screaming at the ceiling until my throat is raw, but the plaster doesn't flinch at the tragedy it saw. The quietness will quiet walls. Tell me where you went. Quiet walls. Tell me where you went. I'm just a whisper in a room that used to be ours. The sun isn't even up yet, but the weight is on my chest. I guess the misery got lonely while I tried to get some rest. I don't need to check the weather, I don't need to check the time, because the minute I start breathing, you start flooding through my mind. It's a rhythm I can't break, it's a debt I have to pay. The ghost of us is waiting at the kitchen table every day. Oh, sadness knows my schedule, it knows my name by heart. It knows exactly when to come and tear my world apart. It's there for morning coffee, it's there at 3 a.m. Just when I think I'm moving on, it pulls me back again. It doesn't need a calendar, it doesn't need a cue. It just shows up right on time to remind me I lost you. I try to fill the empty slots with work and hollow noise, but silence has a way of finding everything I try to voice. I see you in the driveway when the clock hits 5:30. That's the hour we used to feel the most alive. house knows my schedule. It knows my name by heart. It knows exactly when to come and tear my world apart. It's there for morning coffee. It's there at 3 a.m. Just when I think I'm moving on, it pulls me back again. It doesn't need a calendar. It doesn't need a cue. It just shows up right on time to remind me I lost you. I wish I could be busy. I wish I could be late for this appointment with the heartbreak that I've grown to hate. But grief is a loyal lover. It's the only thing that stays, checking off the seconds of these long and lonely The house is getting cold. Another day is finished, another story left untold. Close my eyes and whisper to the ceiling and the blue, I'll see you in the morning, 'cause sadness always shows up right on cue. Yeah, it knows my schedule, and it looks a lot like you. Ghost in the machine, a dying romance. I type out a how are you, then hit delete, while the tea on the counter goes cold and bittersweet. The wallpaper's peeling, the lights getting low, and I'm hanging on words that you're too slow to show. Every minute is a mile, every second is a wall. I'm screaming through the screen, but you don't hear it all. It's the silence between your replies that's cutting me down to a manageable size. I'm reading the space where your heart used to be, in the hours you spend not thinking of me. Yeah, the delivered is blue, but the feeling is gray, and I'm losing my mind in the things you don't say. The bed is a desert, the phone is away. I'm checking the timestamp to see if it's late. I remember when always was was just a tap away. Now I'm begging for crumbs at the end of the day. Did I say something wrong? Was I too much to hold? Or is it just that we're growing, and growing is cold? You're right there in my hand, but 1,000 miles gone. I'm building a temple to a love that's withdrawn. If you're leaving, just leave. Don't keep me on a string where the quiet is louder than any damn thing. It's the silence between your replies that's cutting me down to a manageable size. I'm reading the space where your heart used to be. In the hours you spend night thinking of me. Yeah, the delivered is blue, but the feeling is gray. And I'm losing my mind in the things you don't say. My screen goes black, I see my own eyes, just waiting for life. In the silence between your replies, between your replies. I left your side of the closet completely bare, but the emptiness has weight I wasn't ready to bear. I don't bother with the radio, I don't turn on the news. I just sit here in the static, staring at my shoes. I used to hate the racket of the city outside. Now I'm looking for a thunderclap somewhere to hide. I made a dinner for two out of habit today. Set your plate on the table, then I threw it away. The fridge hums a melody that I can't quite name, a low steady rhythm that puts me to shame. Now silence is my roommate. He moved in the night you left. He's heavy and he's hollow, a master of theft. He steals every whisper, he swallows every sound. He follows me from room to room, never making a sound. I'm screaming at the ceiling just to feel a little noise, but silence is the only thing that's keeping its poise. Yeah, he's sleeping in your pillows, he's sitting in your chair. Silence is my roommate, and he's everywhere. I tried to call your number just to hear the machine, to break the thickest quiet that I've ever seen. But the line went dead before the second ring, and the stillness came back like a physical thing. He doesn't pay the rent, but he's taking up space, building a museum out of your vanished face. I'm missing the slamming of the front door. I'm missing your footsteps on the hardwood floor. Even the fights were better than this. The cold, quiet sting of a ghost-written kiss. I'd give anything for a glass to break, just to prove I'm alive, just to feel the ground shake. But silence is my roommate. He moved in the night you left. He's heavy and he's hollow, a master of theft. He steals every whisper, he swallows every sound. He follows me from room to room, never making a sound. I'm screaming at the ceiling, just to feel a little noise. But silence is the only thing that's keeping its poise. Yeah, he's sleeping in your pillows, he's sitting in your chair. Silence is my roommate, and he's everywhere. He's the last thing I hear when I turn out the light, the only one staying through the middle of the night. No more good nights, no more I'm home, just the sound of the marrow inside of my bone. Silence is my roommate, and I think he's here to stay. Quiet, so quiet. I left your side of the closet completely bare, but the emptiness has weight I wasn't ready to bear. I don't bother with the radio, I don't turn on the news. I just sit here in the static, staring at my shoes. I used to hate the racket of the city outside. Now I'm looking for a thunderclap, somewhere to hide. I made a dinner for two out of habit today. Set your plate on the table, then I threw it away. The fridge hums a melody that I can't quite name, a low steady rhythm that puts me to shame. Now silence is my roommate. He moved in the night you left. He's heavy and he's hollow, a master of theft. He steals every whisper, he swallows every sound. He follows me from room to room, never making a sound. I'm screaming at the ceiling just to feel a little noise, but silence is the only thing that's keeping its poise. Yeah, he's sleeping in your pillows, he's sitting in your chair. Silence is my roommate, and he's everywhere. I tried to call your number just to hear the machine, to break the thickest quiet that I've ever seen. But the line went dead before the second ring, and the stillness came back like a physical thing. He doesn't pay the rent, but he's taking up space, building a museum out of your vanished face. I'm missing the slamming of the front door, I'm missing your footsteps on the hardwood floor. Even the fights were better than this, the cold parting kiss. I'd give anything for a glass to break, just to prove I'm alive, just to feel the ground shake. But silence is my roommate. He moved in the night he left. He's heavy and he's hollow, a master of theft. He steals every whisper, he swallows every sound. He follows me from room to room, never making a sound. I'm screaming at the ceiling just to feel a little noise, but silence is the only thing that's keeping its poise. Yeah, he's sleeping in your pillows, he's sitting in your chair. Silence is my roommate, and he's everywhere. He's the last thing I hear when I turn out the light, the only one staying through the middle of the night. No more good nights, no more I'm home, just the sound of the marrow inside of my bone. Silence is my roommate, and I think he's here to stay. Quiet, so quiet. I keep the volume sliding all the way to the top, waiting for the silence to finally stop. I set the phone on the wood of the nightstand, waiting for a vibration to shake my hand. Every flickering light is a trick of the eye, every car passing by is a ghost driving by. The air in this room is heavy and still, waiting for a signal that I know won't fill. I've checked the settings 100 times over, searching for luck in a dead field of clover. The ringer is on, the quiet is off, but the only sound here is my own hollow cough. It's a silent ringer and a no-hope night. I'm staring at the ceiling in the pale moonlight. I wanna hear that my baby, we chose and we began back when I was your only, and you were my plan. But the speakers are dry, the circuit is cold, like a story that ended before it was told. Yeah, it's a silent ringer, no lightning in the sky, just the sound of a heart saying its last goodbye. The world outside is screaming in neon and gold, but inside the screen there's a frost taking hold. I remember the nights when it wouldn't stop chiming. Perfect words, perfect luck, perfect timing. Now I'm checking the bars, I'm checking the wire, but you can't find a spark in a burnt out fire. The digital clock marks the death of the day, while the things I didn't say just wither away. Maybe the battery finally died, maybe the distance is too deep and wide. I take a wrong number, I take a mistake, just to feel the floor shudder, just to feel the room shake. No ringtone, no vibration, just the static of my own imagination. Silent, still, I'm losing the will. The window is frosted, the heater is low. I'm watching the tracks disappear in the snow. I'm sitting so still that the dust starts to land on the wedding ring finger of my left hand. I used to hear whispers, I used to hear sighs. Now I'm just watching the winter gray skies. I try to remember the scent of your hair, but it's thinning out into the freezing cold air. The house is a vacuum, a hollowed out lung, and every I love you is a weight on my tongue. And now the sound of my breath is the only thing left in a life that's been shaken, a heart that's been reft. It's a jagged cold whistle, it's a heavy slow drag, like a white colored signal, like a surrender flag. In and out, it's the rhythm of being alone, moving the air through a body of stone. I'm terrified of the quiet, I'm scared of the death in the lonely, sharp sound of my breath. I went to the mirror and blew on the glass, just to watch a small cloud of my own spirit pass. I wrote your initials in the fog for a bit, then I watched the room slowly swallow up it. It's hard to believe I'm still standing upright when the intake of oxygen feels like a fight. One breath for the morning, I wake up without you. One breath for the things I can't tell you about you. One breath for the kitchen, one breath for the hall, one breath for the shadow that leans on the wall. I'm counting them out like they're coins in a jar, just trying to get to wherever you are. Yeah, the sound of my breath is the only thing left in a life that's been shaken, a heart that's been reft. It's a jagged cold whistle, it's a heavy slow drag, like a white colored signal, like a surrender flag. In and out, it's the rhythm of being alone, moving the air through a body of stone. I'm terrified of the quiet, I'm scared of the death in the lone, sharp sound of my breath. until there's nothing left. The window is frosted, the heater is low. I'm watching the tracks disappear in the snow. I'm sitting so still that the dust starts to land on the wedding ring finger of my left hand. I used to hear whispers, I used to hear sighs. Now I'm just watching the winter gray skies. I try to remember the scent of your hair, but it's thinning out into the freezing cold air. The house is a vacuum, a hollowed out lung, and every I love you is a weight on my tongue. Now the sound of my breath is the only thing left in a life that's been shaken, a heart that's been wrecked. It's a jagged cold whistle, it's a heavy slow drag, like a white colored signal, like a surrender flag. In and out, it's the rhythm of being alone, over in the air through a body of stone. I'm terrified of the quiet, I'm scared of the death, and the lonely, sharp sound of my breath. I went to the mirror and blew on the glass, just to watch a small cloud of my own spirit pass. I wrote your initials in the fog for a bit, then I watched the room slowly swallow up it. It's hard to believe I'm still standing upright when the intake of oxygen feels like a fight. One breath for the morning, I wake up without you. One breath for the things I can't tell you about you. One breath for the kitchen, one breath for the hall, one breath for the shadow that leans on the wall. I'm counting them out like they're coins in a jar, just trying to get to wherever you are. Yeah, the sound of my breath is the only thing left in a life that's been shaken, a heart that's been wrecked. It's a jagged cold whistle, it's a heavy slow drag, like a white colored signal, like a surrender flag. exhale your ghost's embrace. It's so loud when there's no one to talk to. It's so cold when there's no one to walk to. Just a breath until there's nothing left. The lamp flickers low, casting shapes on the floor, like the way that your jacket used to hang by the door. I've got 2 cups of coffee, I've forgotten again that I'm the only one left in the house of back then. I start telling a joke that you've heard once before, but the punchline just dies on the way to the door. I'm looking at the corner where the light doesn't reach. Practice whispering the lessons that you're leaving had to teach. It's a strange kind of madness, a comfort in sin, to look at the dark and wait for you to walk in. Now I'm talking to the shadows, begging them to move, trying to find the rhythm in a broken-hearted groove. I'm tracing your silhouette on the cold gray paint between a man who is lost and a memory that's faint. Shadows never whisper, and they never get old. Yeah, I'm talking to the shadows, but they're staying still. The walls have a memory of the way that you laughed. Now there's a hollowness here, a permanent draft. I explained to the ceiling why I didn't stay, how I let all the gold in us tarnish to gray. I'm apologizing to the space in the chair, running my hands through the thin, empty air. Are you the dark? they're staying still. Wait for the night to come back, wait for the shapes to return. I've got so much to tell you, I've got so much to learn. Are you still listening? Or am I just talking to the dark, talking to the shadows, until the light breaks my heart? The lamp flickers low, casting shapes on the floor, like the way that your jacket used to hang by the door. I've got 2 cups of coffee, I've forgotten again that I'm the only one left in the house of back then. I start telling a joke that you've heard once before, but the punchline just dies on the way to the door. I'm looking at the corner where the light doesn't reach. Practice whispering the lessons that you're leaving had to teach. It's a strange kind of madness, a comforting sin, to look at the dark and wait for you to walk in. Now I'm talking to the shadows, begging them to move, trying to find the rhythm in a broken-hearted groove. I'm tracing your silhouette on the cold gray paint, between a man who is lost and a memory that's faint. I asked them if you're happy, I asked them if you're cold, but shadows never whisper, and they never get old. Yeah, I'm talking to the shadows, but they're staying still. The walls have a memory of the way that you laughed. Now there's a hollowness here, a permanent draft. I explained to the ceiling why I didn't stay, how I let all the gold in us tarnish to gray. I'm apologizing to the space in the chair, running my hands through the thin empty air. Are you the darkness, or am I the ghost? Am I the one that you're haunting the most? I'm screaming at the shapes until my vision starts to blur, begging the outlines to be who you were. But the sun starts to peek through the cracks in the blind, and the shadows all leave me and take you behind. Yeah, I'm talking to the shadows, begging them to move, trying to find the rhythm in a broken-hearted groove. I'm tracing your silhouette on the cold gray paint, between a man who is lost and a memory that's fake. I asked them if you're happy, I asked them if you're cold, but they're staying still. Wait for the night to come back, wait for the shapes to return. I've got so much to tell you, I've got so much to learn. Are you still listening? Or am I just talking to the dark? Talking to the shadows? Until the light breaks my heart. I left your coffee on the counter, let the steam turn into ghost. Funny how the things we cling to are the ones that hurt the most. I'm still rehearsing every sentence, the way I should have made you stay. But the silence in this hallway has too much to say today. They say that time is a teacher, that it heals the deepest sting. But time don't know a lonely heart or the weight of a wedding ring. 'Cause the mind takes years to realize that you're never coming home. But the eyes, they find the truth the minute they're alone. It takes a lifetime to forget you and the way your heartbeat felt. But these tears learn faster than the rest of me. They already know you're gone. I saw your coat behind the bedroom door, and for a second I breathed in the ghost of your tobacco and the places we have been. Then my pulse began to hammer, trying to tell my head a lie. But my vision started blurring before I could even try. My hands still reach across the sheets, my lips still call your name. My memory plays a highlight reel where I'm the one to blame. I'm a slow learner in the wreckage, holding on to what is dead. But the salt is already on my skin while the hope is in my head. Yeah, the mind takes years to realize that you're never coming home. But the eyes, they find the truth the minute they're alone. It takes a lifetime to forget you and the way your heartbeat felt. But these tears learn faster than the rest of me. They already know you're gone. My heart is still waiting at the station, watching for a train The streetlights are flickering, tired and low, while the rest of the world has somewhere to go. I've checked every window and locked every door, but the ghost of your memory still paces the floor. I'm holding my chest just to keep it from breaking. In the middle of tremors, I can't stop from shaking. I open my mouth, but the air is like lead. There's a war in my heart and a fire in my head. I wanna wake up the neighbors, I wanna cry out, but the walls only swallow the seeds of my doubt. It's the unheard screams at the middle of the night, when I'm fighting a battle with no one in sight. A roar in the silence, a storm in the dark, searching for oxygen, searching for a spark. I'm breaking in pieces without making a sound, while the weight of your absence pulls me to the ground. Nobody listens and nothing is right, just these unheard screams at midnight. On the edge of the sink, it's funny how fast a whole lifetime can shrink. I tried to yell wait as I looked at the glass, but the seconds just stared as they watched me pass. I'm screaming I'm sorry and please come back home, but it's muffled by pillows and skin and by bone. If a soul cries for help and the room stays as still, does the pain even matter? Does the emptiness kill? I'm a riot of one in a graveyard of dreams, stitched back together at the broken out seams. But the thread is all fraying and the needle is gone, and I'm miles away from the light of the dawn. In the unheard screams at the middle of the night, when I'm fighting a battle with no one in sight. A roar in the silence, a storm in the dark, searching for oxygen, searching for a spark. I'm breaking in pieces without making a sound, while the weight of your absence pulls me to the ground. Nobody listens and nothing is right, just these unheard screams at midnight. Can you hear me? Is it loud enough yet? I'm screaming your name into the hollow of my hand, in a language that only the lonely understand. The loudest time of day, midnight, watching you stay away. The music cuts out abruptly, leaving only the sound of heavy, shaky breathing. Please hear me. The streetlights are flickering, tired and low, while the rest of the world has somewhere to go. I've checked every window and locked every door, but the ghost of your memory still paces the floor. I'm holding shaking. I open my mouth, but the air is like lead. There's a war in my heart and a fire in my head. I wanna wake up the neighbors, I wanna cry out, but the walls only swallow the seeds of my doubt. It's the unheard screams at the middle of the night, when I'm fighting a battle with no one inside. A roar in the silence, a storm in the dark, searching for oxygen, searching for a spark. I'm breaking in pieces without making a sound, while the weight of your absence pulls me to the ground. Nobody listens and nothing is right, just these unheard screams at midnight. I saw your old watch on the edge of the sink. It's funny how fast a whole lifetime can shrink. I tried to yell, wait, as I looked at the glass, but the seconds just stared as they watched me pass. I'm screaming, I'm sorry, and please come back home, but it's muffled by pillows and skin and by bone. If a soul cries for help and the room stays this still, does the pain even matter? Does the emptiness kill? I'm a riot of one in a graveyard of dreams, stitched back together at the broken out seams. But the thread is all fraying and the needle is gone, and I'm miles away from the light of the dawn. In the unheard screams at the middle of the night, when I'm fighting a battle with no one inside. A roar in the silence, a storm in the dark, searching for oxygen, searching for a spark. I'm breaking in pieces without making a sound, while the weight of your absence pulls me to the ground. Nobody listens and nothing is right, just these unheard screams. Oh Lord, no, I'm thinking, is it loud enough? Yeah, just the songs I must play. I'm screaming your name into the hollow of my hand, in a language that only the lonely understand. The loudest time of day, midnight, watching you stay away. Please hear me. I dial the digits like a prayer I've memorized, closing my eyes to see the look in your eyes. I'm bracing for the greeting, for the sound of your breath, to hear the ghost of a voice that's been scared to death. But the line didn't ring, it didn't even try. Just a mechanical click under a digital sky. I had 1,000 things I saved up to say about the rain on the glass and the cold in the way I was ready to spill, ready to plead, to give you the words I thought you might need. But your voicemail box is empty. There's no room for my I miss you anymore. It's like you swept the feelings off the floor and locked the only open door. I'm shouting into a canyon that's grown too wide, with nowhere for these broken parts to hide. Yeah, your voicemail box is empty, and so am I inside. Did you hit delete all with a steady hand, erasing the messages the way that we planned? That I'm running late and the I love you so, all the tiny echoes we used to know. Now it's just a prompt, a hollow for man, telling me there's no more space where I stand. Maybe it's full of someone else's voice now, telling you secrets I've forgotten somehow. Or maybe you cleared it just to feel the breeze of a life without my desperate muffled plea.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept new messages. That's what the lady says. But I know the truth of these lonely days. It's not that it's full, it's that you've moved on, and the space where I lived is gone.